This is it in game right now, in preview mode. Yeah, so the teleport works, but I added forward and back and left and right strafing. My intent is that it's not really the main point of the movement, it's just so that you can inch yourself a bit back when you're on the board, so you don't have to try and rejiggy the teleport function. You can just fine tune it with the strafing and that. So that's not the main course of the movement. Yeah. So once a person starts the game, they'll be loaded in this area. Used to be a dark black void with a spotlight shining down on this area. It didn't have grass, it had a different texture. But yeah, when I tested this, when I did a retest on the quest, like nearly 1 hour beforehand, it was pitch black because spotlights don't work unless you enable them. Which I learned later on, you have to enable it within the editor for it to all work. But yeah, so let's go to the demo. So you pick up this guy and just drop it, either if you want to do the easy mode or the hard mode over there. I made this little map. It's going to be like, oh, you can select some missions here. So this was done just quickly in Photoshop. Yeah, and all you do is grab this piece and just drop, and then you'll load up to the next level. There we go. Just check if we're recording still. Yep. Okay. So you can see the guys here on the pieces. There's one guy shooting my factory. Yeah, I made this weird blink area thing just to make a more pronounced area. Instead of having just a floating cube, you just have a floating balloon. So yeah, let's go a bit forward. Yeah, so the strafing helps a bit, so I don't have to rejiggy. So the buildings now show team colors, as you can see. It actually looks more like Advanced Wars, because I think, I forgot, the American team or whatever is always orange, and I think the Soviets are blue, so I forgot what they call them in the game. But yeah, so I've got my units here. Now, where is that corresponding unit? It's probably somewhere there. If I just drop it, there it goes. It starts running, little animation. And then if I take him, I want to go after this building or not. Then he'll move to that position and get shot. And they'll start shooting each other. Oh, you won. Cool. Just grab this piece. Just plonk it there. You can hear the ticking sound of it cooking. Now, there is a hard mode where I set it up so that the AI will move with it. So you can see gunning and shooting. Can build more units if I need to. What I inadvertently made was Clash of Clans. Once I played the hard mode, I realized, because what I'm doing is constantly building new units by activating the factories, because in hard mode the headquarters builds new AI, and if you don't do anything, after a while they'll start coming and they'll actually beat you if you're not careful. If you ran out of units, so yeah, so they'll come forward shooting. This sphere thing, that's all debug stuff, and then you just start shooting the headquarters up, weaken it, make it capture. If not, they'll just land there, and it will be considered as a move. So once it's at 0 now, you can capture it. Just drop. See the guy run in, and the little animation plays, and the mission accomplished screen happens. There we go. And then once you're done, you just go back to HQ. You just click on the stick and just go back here. And then I'll show you the hard mode with the AI. So just drop that. There we go. So what you're going to notice after a while that the AI will start moving. So the idea is that it will randomly pick a unit, and then it will do a random shoot where either it tries to go near the unit. So as you can see, they're starting to move. And don't do anything after a while, they'll take over the HQ, because and overwhelm you. And while that's happening, more units are spawning on the HQ. So yeah, any blue things the AI. So what you're going to end up doing is, frankly, it's just quickly have more units than theirs and attack them. While also making sure you stock up on more soldiers. And yeah, and just oh yeah, you can see the range of the unit. They have a minimum distance as well. Usually, if they get dropped, they would just land back on the board, but I guess there you go. So yeah, and just see, they're gonna keep spawning, so you have to be on it. Yeah. Right. So yeah, this is my jam page for submission for the game. Maybe in the coming days I'll spruce this up a bit more. I submitted one of my work in progress as footage for now, but I think you can do casting with your quests, so I'll try and do a native recording, and I'll use that as my video submission because they ask for 1 minute of footage. And I'm gonna figure out how to get this working on side quests, make an account or whatever, so that people can try it themselves. And even though I can't update my builds because they're doing the judging, maybe hope we'll get some feedback, and I can probably see if this is a project worth pursuing, or maybe if I were to build another project, use what I learned from this to make something completely different or improved on, or yeah. But yeah, so I feel like this is a unique project, and actually has some semblance with Advance Wars, just looking at the picture with the coloured buildings and all. Yeah, it was an interesting experience. And I hope you enjoyed watching these ramblings that I've been doing for the past week.